when your fear of not achieving everything you've ever wanted in life outweighs your fear of other people's opinions about you, that is when you will make the shift to wealth. What's up, y'all? If this is your first time coming to my channel, my name is Liberty V Justice, and there's no period in my V because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends. You are infinite in value. Thank you so much for coming. And if this is your first time, please comment below and let me know your name and how you found me. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody, some of you have been here for 5 years. You are my champions. Thank you so much for being with me during my most challenging times, and that's why I'm conquering, because of you. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Now, when your fear of not achieving everything you've ever wanted in life outweighs the fear of other people's opinions, I call it poverty's palette, by the way, other people's opinions about you, that's when you'll make the shift to wealth. Okay, so I became a wealthy person in October, officially, okay, because Gary Vaynerchuk it was actually Gary Vaynerchuk, Sean Cannell, and Benji Travis. When I went to their events, they personally encouraged me to put out an episode on my YouTube channel, and I'll link that up below, about what was holding me back and my fear, my secret or whatever, you know? And so I put that out, and I was talking about my family and the reason why I had to leave my family after the Lord liberated me of my home, and why I had to leave my mother's house. And I'm not going to get into that now, but you know what? Mom, I love you. I'm doing this, ironically, for my family. You know, I'm Worth It Incorporated is the umbrella to all of my corporations. And the I'm worth it, just the saying I'm worth it was for me. It all came out of these circumstances. I was desperate. When I became homeless, I became desperate to make a difference. But one thing I didn't realize is that I had to make the difference in myself first. I started to feel worthless. But in reality, it was stuff that was there that I never really, I thought I dealt with it, but I didn't completely deal with it. You know, there was a time where I was living in a hotel room and I quit talking to my family for a while, and I was living hotel to hotel to hotel. And, you know, then they told me I had cancer. They told me I'd never walk again. I was 80 pounds. I had no hair. And I thought I had dealt with it then. You know, I got a lot better. But then it's like we have to keep going through these really challenging times, these really turbulent times, in order to wake up and learn the lesson for good, you know. So now I've learned it, and I just thank God, and I'm so thankful for everybody out there that's watching. Everybody, thank you so much for being here with me. And it was just like Gary Vaynerchuk opened my eyes too with one of his speeches. He was saying, when you realize that nobody gives a beep, nobody cares, it's very liberating. You could do whatever you want, you know. And so he said he really made me understand it and put it in my head when he said, you know, when you were in school and you had this huge zit on your face and you were freaking out about it, like this was your whole life, and you try to cover it up and all these things, and but then you realize that everybody else had a zit too, and they don't care about your zit because they're too busy focused on their own trivial problems, you know. So it's like, hey, you know, during this time, this has been my zit. Being homeless has been my zit. I tried to cover it up at first, but then I was like, you know what? Nobody cares. You know, nobody cared if I was homeless. People like the fact that I care for them. People like the fact when I come around that I'm always so happy and positive. But what other choice do I have? It's like some people don't realize that that's why they're so miserable. They're making that choice, and they're focusing on the negative instead of trying to build a fire. They're focusing on the cold and what they don't have. So I started focusing on gratitude for myself, what I do have, what's good about me, and what's good about the situation. And I had all these opportunities surrounding me, sleeping outdoors. I had to learn a lot of things, and like I said, it's been the greatest victory of my life. And so that's why homelessness has been one of the greatest things to ever happen to me. So, and not only that, but I wonder if anybody out there ever thinks, you know, people are putting you down. like it started for me. This is one of the reasons why I really want to help people, but I really want to try to focus on younger people, is especially women, is because somewhere around 9 or 10, I started to understand what my mother was going through somewhere on the cellular level, like within my body. And then I started hearing things, and they started telling me, you're worthless, you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid. Before that, I was skinny. I was too skinny. I didn't, my boobs were too small and all these things. And I wonder if anybody ever stops to think, why are you so concerned about other people's opinions when they don't care about you? And they don't care whether you succeed, and they don't care whether you fail. So fall on your face, but just keep getting up. And who cares about failure? Just do it, And, so let me tell you another thing is that my nose, they used to always say my nose was so big. So I looked in the mirror, and I always thought my nose was too big. I hated my nose. And I said, the first thing I do when I get famous and make some money is I'm going to get a nose job. But my nose is what makes me me, and I love my nose now, and one day somebody from Africa said that my nose, I have Jesus's nose, and I said, oh my God, that's so true. Like, I'm made in God's image. If I look like Jesus, how can I not like my nose? How can I not like anything about myself? Because God made me in his image. So I want you to know that you are made in God's image. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. Don't listen to what anybody says. You are a queen, a king. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You are everything, okay? So don't listen to what people say. Listen to what people say that care about you, and I care about you, and I want you to know that you are infinite in value, okay? You can do anything you want to do, okay? So back to the nose, though. You're going to see this. You see this nose? You're going to see this big old nose on the big screen, baby. You're going to see me in March. I filmed the new Harley Quinn movie. That's right. It's a dream come true. I always wanted to work with Batman, or it wasn't Batman, but it's the spinoff of Batman. So still, it's a dream come true. I'm in the movie, and the Harley Quinn movie. So check me out on that. My name is not in the credits, but it was totally worth it. Okay, so what people say is not good about you, sometimes it might be the best thing about you. So, they used to say I talk too much. Well, I quit talking for a while, and guess what? I was miserable. I listened, though. That's the best part. I love listening. But the thing that I talk on my show, I talk on my podcast, and that's what people love about me. Most people don't talk. They don't ask questions. They don't say hi to other people. They don't know the person's name. The best thing about you is probably what people say is the worst thing about you, okay? And who cares about looks? As long as you got a smile, can't go wrong. You're gorgeous. You got a smile and love in your heart. You share it with people. There you go. You're the best. You're the bomb. You're all that in a bag of chips. Go, girlfriend. Okay, I think that's enough on 90s. But I think you get the point. You can do anything you want to do. You are infinite value. Don't listen to what other people say. Because what more could they do to you? You're already down. You don't like yourself. You feel worthless. What more could they do to you? And for me, like, I'm here in Columbia, South Carolina till I go back to LA. My family's not coming here. They're not coming to LA. They're not showing up for my life. And and the worst happened. So the fear was people were going to say bad things about me. I put that episode out where Gary Vaynerchuk had encouraged me, and I said I knew this is holding me back, but what you hold on to hinders you, and it was holding me back from helping you was keeping all these secrets. Our secrets keep us sick, but they also disempower other people because they can feel that energy. But not only that, I didn't share, and sharing is caring, so I'm sharing with you. So I shared it, let it out. It was a 1.5-minute video, and guess what? The worst thing happened. They did say that I was a bad person. They told me I should feel bad, guilty, shame, shame, shame. You're a liar. Well, you know something? I'm not guilty. Y'all got to feel me. But guilty people run. If I was guilty, I would stop. If I was guilty, I would hide. And I've come too far to turn back now. So they said those things, and all those things, guilt, shame, fear, all that's from the devil. And guilty people are the ones that run their fat mouth and make things up, So I know I'm worth it. I know this is my life. I know what happened in my life. It's over. The past is behind me. I forgive everybody. I love everybody. And I'm doing this. This all started because I wanted to help my family when my grandma died. So you are worth it. You are infinite in value. And when your fear of not having everything you've ever wanted in life and not achieving everything you've ever wanted in life outweighs your fear of other people's opinions about you, that is when you will become wealthy. That is when you will become victorious. That is when you will succeed. I'm not turning back now. I'm here for you to show you that you are infinite in value. You can do anything you want to do. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this, comment below, share this with a friend who wants to hear this today, who needs to hear this today, I should say. You are infinite in value. My name is Liberty V Justice, and there's no period in my V because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends.